Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Do you be hearing me? This jazz playlist is fire, by the way. Okay, you guys can hear me. You guys ready for the big reveal? The big setup reveal? Share. How are you? Where have you been? Dead. Inside and out. Hey! No! Now, one problem with this setup, before I get into it, is that my dogs are going to be much more annoying out here because they feel much more comfortable. So, in my room, they'll typically just stay in my bed, but here, I mean, they have free roam, so they just sort of like do that all the time. But yes, this is my living room. Welcome to my living room. I decided to build a second PC setup because I'm extremely unstable and like wasting money. So here we are. I mean, to be fair, I reused a lot of stuff. The only thing I bought was a PC off one of my friends for really cheap. It's like it's all right. It's not a bad PC. I'm reusing a monitor I already owned. An old keyboard I got out of my attic. This mouse I've had since 2000. It might say on there. I don't see it. This doesn't. No, some of that's right. At least it's probably the serial number, but it's got to be like 2010. This is a wireless Microsoft brand mouse. I need lighting, yeah. All right. So one thing, during the day, this setup is insane because the daylight. I have so many windows out here that like it looks like the best professional lighting you could possibly imagine. So the thing I had before was like a portable lighting system. Now I have like a key light that's like attached to my desk. But I want to get another portable one that way because I'm not going to use this setup all the time, and I don't really want all my streaming stuff out here. So stuff like my camera, my mic, like that stuff's not going to be out here all the time. So I need like a portable lighting system that I can just kind of like prop up right here. My ring light would have been perfect, but it exploded, so it's gone forever. But yes, that's kind of. I need to turn this down. I can't hear myself think. So yeah, this is my living room. This is my house. I think I've given you guys a house tour before, somewhat. Look out your back door. I'm absolutely not looking out my back door, like at all. So over there is my kitchen, as you can kind of maybe tell. You can see my toaster right there. There's like my Ivan Island, and that's like where I eat. I used to have a dinner table right here when I first moved in, but my house is really small, and I mean I live alone, so I was like, what do I need like a dinner table for? So I just have the island I eat on. I need to get new stools though. The stools are way too high. Yeah, I mean you can see like the leg space there, or the knee space is like really bad. The big wooden welcome sign, you know, come on. Gotta be it's gotta look presentable. What else? The TV. There's a hole in my wall right there for my father. We were hanging my sound bar, and that wall is like, this wall definitely wasn't there when the house was built. So it's like really like there's like no beams in there. It's like it's basically just sheetrock. Like it's insane. Like there's beams in there, but they're one on each end. That's it. There's nothing else. So it's crazy. It's definitely not legal or correct. The CDC knows where you sleep. Yes, they do know where I sleep. But anyway, so we were trying to hang my soundbar up there and just having him like hold it like even for me, so we could like put it, because we had like the mollies or whatever in the wall, and it just like pushed through. So there's a giant hole in my wall because that wall is just like a mess. But this is like where all my gaming stuff is for out here. So like all my consoles, like my 360, PS3, Switch, Xbox Series something, Series S, PS4, everything besides my PS5 is right there. So like when I play 360 games, I typically bring that stuff in my room and connect it to my set and bring it back out here when I'm done. I don't know if you can hear me when I turn around. I keep thinking this is my mic, but it's not. I forgot I brought my mic out here. Originally, I was going to use this mic, but I'll show you how this mic sounds.
Hello? This mic sounds pretty rough, so we're not going to use this mic. But the advantage of this is I can get up and I can leave the room, and you guys can still hear me. right? Am I not crazy? You guys can hear me right now? So if I like go in my kitchen, like right now I'll go over here. Can you see me? Hi. But you guys can still hear me because I have a mobile microphone. Where did you go? I disappeared, Bella. You can hear me? Stop. I'm schizophrenic. Please don't do that to me. Let's switch.
Okay, this should be the good mic, correct? Yeah. It does sound like an MW2 mic. It's pretty legit. I wish I could show you guys like this, because this is like, my desk in my room is a fucking nightmare. There's wires everywhere because I have 2 capture cards, 3 if you count the one for my camera. I have 3 monitors, you know, 6 consoles, the whole fucking XQC meme. I have everything. So it's like, it's a mess. But out here, it's just clean. The wire management is pristine. It's just, on top of the desk is literally, I have a little plant right here. I have my calendar, like a little mini calendar. And then I have I have a small mouse pad instead of like the big desk one, like a regular mouse pad, I guess. And then just my keyboard's a bit much, but eventually I'll get a smaller keyboard. I do like the 60 or 70% keyboards, whatever they are. Then my microphone's right here, but whatever. I mean, I'll just move the microphone out here when I am gonna use this setup. But my favorite part about this is this. So I'm gonna show you guys a magic trick. Are you ready? I'm gonna assume yes. This is 100% why I built this setup. Where you guys going? The heck? It looks so weird. I have to watch something though, because this could go real tragic real fast. Okay, perfect. Alright, so now if I tilt my monitor, I gotta adjust my camera a little bit for standing. But it's a standing desk, so I don't feel like taking my camera up, but it's an automatic standing desk, so it goes up and down with a button. And I can stand. This is what it's like to be tall. Yes, tall POV. This is like, well, the camera's pointed at my eyes, but it's like pretty much even my head. So this is like, this is the tall, this is what it looks like to look in my living room at my height. Robbie. Anyway, so, so one of the whole reasons I got this is because I like when I talk a lot with my hands, and I like to move around and like do dumb shit. So especially when I'm doing more like, even for like YouTube videos, for like those like I did that skit for the like YouTube, whatever, Modern Gaming Sucks, whatever the fuck it was called. So it's easier for stuff like that for me, and also so I'm not sitting all the time, because I sit a lot for work. I'm driving a lot, so it's nice to kind of stand up and just chill. Even when I'm just like doing stuff in my house and like I want to listen to music, so I have a big speaker down here, so I'll hook this up to my speaker, and then I'll just kind of do stuff, and I can come back and just like whatever, do what I'm doing on my computer, and then walk away instead of having to sit down, do something, or lean over. I don't know, it's bougie and stupid, but I like it, and that's why I got it. The $100, dude. This desk, I wish I could show you guys what this desk looks like. I'm gonna take, I don't know where my phone is. I'll take a picture of it one day and post it somewhere. But it's like, it's pretty good quality for $100 off Amazon. It's electric. It goes up and down. It has 2 save settings. It goes up higher. It goes up to about here. Like this is where the desk would be if I brought it to its highest level, and then it goes all the way down to where it was before. That was the lowest setting. And then the chair I got, which I don't know why I didn't do this when I was sitting, but I got a new chair. It's nice. It's an ergonomic chair. It's like $80. I almost just tried to sit down. I'm an idiot. But yeah, this is the new setup. That's pretty much it. I mean, honestly, I didn't need this at all, and I really shouldn't have done any of it. But I was just like, I don't know, impulsive. Well, so I already had all the extra parts again, and my friend was selling a computer, so I was like, $300 for a computer like that can pretty much play like most simple games, and you know, I can stream from it. I don't know. Fuck it. Why not have a second setup for absolutely no reason when I'm financially in turmoil, to put it lightly. So just love making decisions like this. I'm gonna bring it back down though, because I don't feel like standing right now. Actually, usually I drive a lot, but today I spent all day in a crawl space, so I'm gonna enjoy sitting. I'll let you guys come back to me. That's it. So I guess what this setup will be used for mainly is, one, if I have people over. So if I had like one of my friends that want to be on stream, or like 2 of my friends or whatever, it's easier to do it out here than my room, because my room's pretty cramped with my bed and like all my furniture and stuff. So it'd be cooler if I want to have somebody on stream eventually, which I have in the past, just not recently. I can just bring my other chair out here or whatever. I have other chairs too, like metal chairs, and then we can, you know, whatever. And again, just for like, also because like when I edit and stuff, like editing in my room, which is like really dark because my lighting is terrible, and like, I don't know. I don't like doing things in the same space where I'm like relaxing. So it's like if I want to do that kind of shit, I can do it out here with all like all my shit saves to like the Adobe Cloud or whatever when I edit. So I don't know. There's a couple different reasons why I built this. You probably won't see me here too much, but you might. That's that. But yeah, so hope you enjoy. It's my house. My shitty couches, because so originally I wanted to buy a sectional couch, but my dogs are assholes, to say it nicely, and they chew everything up. You can see actually behind me. I can't really see right now because of the lighting. But there's like rips in that and stuff. So like, I'm not getting any new couches until I have that much money to blow where I don't care about like a $1,200 couch getting ripped up, or the dogs no longer live here. So for now, it'll just have to stick with the couch, Amazon couch covers, and I don't even know where I got those couches from, like my aunt or some shit. I don't even remember. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I just wanted to test this out, see how it works. It seems like everything's going well. Like if I check the stream here, it doesn't look like we're dropping any frames or the bitrate's dropping at all, anything like that. So I think we're pretty much good. Yeah. And like I said, I do want to play the Stanley Parable today because it's a pretty short game. I believe it's like an hour and a half or whatever it said when we looked it up. So I would say anywhere between like an hour and a half and like 3 hours, somewhere around there. So I'll try to play it all today. I do want to test out. I haven't played a single game on this computer yet. It's a gaming computer, but it's really not. Like I don't know how it's gonna do with that. With a game like that, it should be fine because it's a very simple, you know, not graphically demanding game. So I think it should be fine. Actually, reminds me of something. So we'll do that. But yeah, that's it. New setup. Like I said, I don't know how, like, maybe like once in a blue moon you'll see me out here, because I really don't like dragging on my other shit. I want this set to be very clean and just like not have to do it streaming, like I said, unless people are here or whatever. So I really don't want all this shit out here because I just want space to like chill and not have to worry about cameras and wires and microphones. And plus, like, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, sometimes you have people over that aren't into that shit or don't know about it. And they're like, hey, why do you have like a DSLR camera hooked up to your computer, and why are there wires everywhere? And why do you have a microphone hanging? Like, if people, not that that many people are in my bedroom, but so if anybody happens to go in there, they're like, what the fuck is going on in here? So I don't want that happening out here, because obviously it would happen much more frequently out here than in my room. It's not that many people go in my room. But yeah, so I feel like this is just like my chill, like normal setup, and then that'll be like my gaming setup, which is actually kind of in shambles right now. None of my monitors are hooked up. It's a mess. I never put anything back. So this is like my main monitor. So I have another monitor at my parents' house, and I'm waiting because my mom's using it. So I'm waiting for her to stop using it, which she said she should be done by the end of the week. So she's gonna get a new monitor, and then I'm gonna get that one back, and then I'll put this one back in my room and then set it all back up. But for now, I'm not gonna bother like hooking everything up just to have to take it down again. So that's why I've been using this computer since basically the night. So the day I streamed, I think oh no, because I did it. I have one of my monitors hooked up, I guess, because I streamed from there, and it was after I set up this. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I haven't been in my room in like 3 days, like since that stream. Besides, like, to get dressed, pretty much for work, because I think I've told you guys I enjoy. This is the infamous couch that I'm pretty sure I've told you guys about this. Where ever since maybe like a year ago, I just like randomly banished myself to the couch for like a week. It's like, you know, when you get in a fight with your girlfriend, she like kicks you to the like, oh, go to the couch, or you're sleeping out there, or you're not sleeping in here, whatever. Like, I do that to myself. Like, I just like get in my own head about my bed, and I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep on the couch for like 2 weeks straight, and I just do that. When I was drinking a lot, I used to sleep on the couch a lot because I just like felt I like couldn't make it to my room, so I would just be like, I'm just gonna sleep out here. So I would do that, and now it's just sort of stuck. Yeah. Anyways, I do need some good lighting though. The lighting's pretty ass. But if I like if I do I had something on. There's like a digital ring light on here. It's like with this the HP like photo thing. I don't know how to find it. I don't know. It comes up every time I plug in my camera. Whatever. But that makes it a little bit better. But not much. But yeah. So that's that. I need to minimize. Oh, I can't minimize this. Having only one monitor is so stressful for streaming because I can't do anything. Like if I like, I mean I can, but if I close out or I minimize OBS, then I can't see the chat or whatever. And like, I don't want a second monitor out here. That's why I said I probably won't do streams out here unless I'm just chilling like this, like with my friends or whatever, and like maybe playing a game. I don't know. There is a way to make an iPad a second monitor. I have to look up. I used to know how to do it. I have to look up how to do it again. So maybe, because that would fit right here, I can maybe do that, like if I'm gonna stream out here, but like, so I don't want a second monitor out here all the time. Like, I don't want that at all. I don't know, I'm just rambling about shit you guys don't care about, I'm sorry. Why does it keep changing? That's weird. But yeah, so that's my, this is it. This is the big reveal. Oh, you can kind of see my dog's hiding spot. You see him there? Wait. Hides there all the time. And then I don't know where my other dog is actually. She's on this couch behind me. And then the other one's obviously over there. Yeah. So I actually forgot to feed them. So I'm gonna feed them really quick, and then we're gonna play Stanley's Stanley Parable? Stanley's Parable, something like that. I forget what it's called. So I'm gonna switch to my other mic. So you guys get ready for brace your ears for some MW2 game chat.
Okay, we good? Can you hear me? Can you still hear me? Okay, we switched. So now, as I go to my kitchen to feed my dogs, you guys can listen to me as if I'm in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby with you in 2009. Isn't being an adult so exciting? This is the things I get excited about. Just stupid, random bullshit like this. Oh god, my back. Here, you wanna eat? Come here. The fuck is that? But did I ever show you guys my shoes? These are Bad Luck Blade's favorite shoes, and he gave them to me. He said they were the coolest shoes he's ever owned or seen. They're... Can you guess what type of shoes these are? Because they're sick nasty. I never have worn these shoes outside my house. I'm just kidding, I bought them. I love these shoes. I think they just look cool. They're like I look at them as like a piece of art. Like they're just like kind of funky and like abstract looking. But I would never in a million years wear these shoes outside of my house. I have actually once. Yeah, I wore them to like Wawa or some shit. But no shot. Why are you not eating? Like, the one cool thing about being out here too is you guys get to see my dogs a lot more. Usually they're just sleeping behind me. Out here they're a lot more like active or alive. They kind of look like they're just a pile of dead animals in my bed when they sleep there because they just sleep so much. Come on, come on. I forgot to switch my mic back. Sorry. Come on, go eat. About to play some Fallout. Nice, Chase. Let me switch my mic back. Thanks, man. That's the vibe I'm going for.
That's why somebody said something about my welcome sign, but it's just because like I don't know. I try to have like a homey vibe. This dog is so scared of everybody. That one. Yeah. So fun fact. Well, the plant on the right, the kind of like pointier leaf one with a bunch of leaves sticking out of it. That one I water. You only need to water it once a month, which is good for me because I forget. And I water it like once every 2 months. That other one is a money tree, or there's another fancier name for it. I need to let my dogs out. Hold on. So the other plant is actually a money tree that a customer gave to me in like 2017, and I swear he gave it to me, and I have a truck that I use for work, like a company truck, and I put it in the back of the truck, and I was like, oh, I'll bring it home. He's like, oh, I don't want it. He was like moving out of his house or something. So I put it in the back of my truck, and then I drove home, completely forgot about it. Completely forgot about it for like 8 months. And then when I was switching trucks, because that'll happen so often where I like need to give somebody else my truck, and then I'll get a new truck or whatever. I happened to see that in there. I was like, and it was still alive. I was like, how is it still alive? And I literally, you're supposed to water it like daily. I water that thing like once every 6 months. It like just won't die. I don't know. It's definitely real because it's lost all. It used to be huge. Like it was like over my fridge before, and it was a whole shit ton of leaves, and they just keep like, it's gotten to the point where there's one leaf left, and then I'll water it a bunch, and then they all grow back, and it's just like I keep forgetting it. And it's like kind of leaning because the soil's really dry in there right now. Actually no, maybe not, because I just watered it the other day. But yeah, those are my two only plants that I have in my house. Besides, I have one here, but this is like a cactus. I don't really need to do anything with it. Yeah. All right, so let's test out if we can play some. Sorry, I'm dying. Let's test out if we can play some games on here. And I'm assuming it's gonna be fine. I don't know about with streaming. That's why I kind of want to test it out and see what happens here. Okay. Let me change my shit on here. Stanley. I did watch I missed the stream. I don't know if you saw me. I messaged you, or I typed in your chat like the second you ended. You were like you were saying bye, because I saw your face, and then you were like ending whatever. It's like the end of the sentence of you saying bye, and it switched to everything just went black. I don't know what's happening right now. Other game opened. Okay. This needs to get fixed right now. I don't know what's happening right now. Okay. Anyway. So we're gonna play the game here in a second. Let me just turn off music and such. It's not what I meant to do. Okay. So now, because I don't have a second monitor, I have an app on my phone to read the chat. So I'm gonna try to do that basically until my phone dies. And then I don't know from there. I want to wait for my dogs to come inside. Whatever. Oh, that's what I was saying. Sorry, I got distracted because the game opened. So I caught the end of your stream, but you was like literally like I heard you say like one word, and then it transitioned right to the ending stream, or like the screen or whatever, and then I don't know, that was it. But I did watch it on YouTube today. Part of it. I love I enjoy Fallout 4, even though people give it a lot of shit. I've never finished it, so I want to go back and play it one day. It'd be fun. I love Fallout 3. Fallout 3 was like one of my favorite games of all time. All the DLCs and shit. I remember the mothership one was so cool. Like just going to like a spaceship or whatever. And all the alien weapons. They had such cool names too. I forget them all. I haven't played the game in so long. Where did the Twitch chat thing? Did I not download it? Am I thinking about a different phone? Okay. So I should be able to do that. And I can at least read the chat. Yeah, let's okay, so my one monitor scuffed thing. So I have to do this. I don't have to do that. But why is it so zoomed in? Wait a bit. Sorry, it looks like I'm just staring directly at you right now. So I have to do this and then basically just open up the game from here because I literally like normally this whole thing would be on a different monitor, but it can't be. So it's just sitting here. But now you can see what I see, I guess. Looks kind of if I do this, it looks really trippy. It's like, oh, there's a lot of me right now. Hey. But yeah, so this is the temporary. Like I said, there is a way to make the like an iPad or something a second monitor, so I need to do that. Also, by the way, just want to add, this is my first time using Windows 11, and it's very odd. Like the noises are what throws me off the most. Like it's like you know when you like check your sound or whatever, and you just go like, but like normally it's like a ding, but this one's like it just sounds futuristic. I don't know. I don't like it. It freaks me out. The future scares me. I had this set up the way I wanted before. All right. So I'm going to attempt to just open the game and hope that this goes well because I don't know exactly. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare too. Now it's just going to be endless of me opening it. Wait. That's actually kind of funny. Because like how trippy that is. Especially what if I make it full screen? Oh god. Oh god, they're all making it full screen. Wait. Why does it look like that? It's just an endless loop. That's so freaky. Anyway. Okay, listen, that's enough of that. I just want to make sure all my stream shit is good. Okay. Alright. So let's get into the game here. So I've never played this game before. Just fair warning. And I don't know anything about it. Besides that it's pretty interesting. I'm gonna wait till it updates my phone that I know that didn't just turn the stream off. It's funny that I was just talking about that, or I was just laughing at how funny it looked on Twitch, but it's doing the same thing here. It's like a computer within a computer within a computer within a computer. Interesting. So I'm gonna let my dogs in, and then we're going to begin the game. Yeah. Moon looks really creepy. Hey. Yo. So, my one creepy dog that kind of scurries around. I don't know if you see her. Yeah, I was just saw her run past. She's over there right now. She always tries to steal that one. He always tries to steal my other dog's food because she eats like my oldest dog eats really slow. Go away. And so she never finishes her food. It's like her bowl is still like almost full, and she always tries to steal it. So she comes inside before the other two, and then like runs right to the other dog's food. It's annoying. I'm just waiting on the other two because I don't want to start. Once I start playing, I just want to kind of play all the way through. So I don't want to start until they're inside. That way, I'm just not worried. You are not eating this, biatch. These fuckers are doing. What? No, get out of here. Go. Come on. Okay. Now. We are ready. Okay, there we go. Why does it look like that? I'm confused. Alright, so let's begin the game here. End is never the end. End is never the end. End is never... The end is loading. Never. Confusing.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending,
Sounds great.
Stanley
Sounds like a
relished
great life.
every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Doesn't sound like a very happy life.
And then
Poor
one
job.
day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Interesting.
This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone.
This
What
mouse
could
is
it
so
mean?
bad.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, we're certainly not going to do that now.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had
really
really
is.
been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here.
I wouldn't say
drinking it all
immaculate.
in.
There's kind of like shit everywhere. It's a nice room. It's a solid room. I kind of like the color.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Well, obviously, you know we can't do that now. We're gonna go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. It will cause death.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Wait, did I beat the game?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Huh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
To solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. That's what I do. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using sides to show employees everything. Make sure the sides is slick blue graphic. Wait. They're interested. Ensure a calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Thank you. What do people want? Things. Happy feelings. Mike, James, you are fired. Money. More money. Things but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things and money. Target demographic, teenagers. What is hot? Profits, 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 profits. Oh god, what's happening? Okay. To do, synergize core value, shift global market, monetize free to play. The game company?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I don't think I will. I like it in here. It's a vibe.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Which way is
No
one?
reason. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope, I did not.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
I was just here.
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
What?
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer,
actually stressing me out.
explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
It's true.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
What the fuck is happening?
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Bro, I'm actually gonna have a panic
He
attack.
would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
I'm not okay right now.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything.
So I tell
will
myself
be
every day
fine.
before I leave for work.
I am okay.
I am not okay. Oh god, I'm still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Excuse me?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
What the fuck is happening?
So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
How did I get back here?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did it start over? I'm so lost.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors.
Okay,
He
I'm
entered
going
the
this
door
way.
on his left. This was not the correct way to
Shut
the
up,
meeting
dude.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, I don't. I really don't.
Wow.
Wow, it's great. This is a
Yes,
great room. I
this
love it.
room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
I
left.
absolutely did not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes,
What?
I actually am.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm gonna end up in a psych ward by the end of this game.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a... Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I'm so fucking confused. What the fuck is that?
The baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
What is this game, dude? No. I'm sorry, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
It's gonna restart. Oh my god, what the
Well,
fuck?
Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game. Yes!
Oh no.
I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You
This game is
trapped in
amazing.
a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is. Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
Oh god, the noises. I haven't played Portal in so long.
Genius.
It's almost as if I've played this game
Actually,
before.
you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through it.
What have I done? It's so dark. Okay. Wait, this is my office. 423. What was mine? 426. 425. 427. So confused. Okay.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am.
This game is
That
like
is what I
actually putting me
mean
in a
to
state
this
of
world.
panic. I don't know if it's the narration or like
Yes, I'll
just
be
the
back
overall
without
vibe of this game.
delay. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be
I feel like I'm in
back.
fight or flight mode right
The
now. Like
end will be
my
here soon.
primal human instincts are kicking. I just want to
Very
like
soon.
strangle my monitor and just get it
I
away
can
from me
wait.
as fast as possible. Is that it? Oh god. I'm so tired and this is so confusing. It was, oh wait, I think I already asked.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Wait, this is different.
When When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
I'm
well.
so confused.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
No,
just
I do
to
not.
admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look,
So this will
Stanley,
take us
I
over
think
there. I
perhaps
guess
we've
I'll
gotten off
try
on the
going
wrong
that way. I
foot.
don't know.
I'm not
This
sure
game
what
genuinely
you
is just freaking me the fuck out.
I
Like,
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
like not like a
The
scary
fact
way,
is that
just
the
in like a
story
mental
has
way.
been about nothing but
It's
you
definitely like
all this time.
stressing me out. I
There's
think that's all.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
For her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
What the fuck?
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come
See
inside.
what?
Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Fair enough.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
I don't
The
like this
thought
game.
excited him terribly.
Press Z to spend time with the boys. Who are the boys? What is this game talking about?
He went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through
Oh
either.
god. This game is gonna make me schizophrenic.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press E to prepare. What does it have to do with what he's talking about?
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind
Get me out.
controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It
What's
was
happening?
such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head, he relived it again.
Get me out,
and
get me
then
out, get me
again,
out, get me out,
and
get me out,
again,
get me out, get me
over
out.
and over, wishing beyond hope
Get me
that it would
out!
never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be?
There's not.
Perhaps if he played
Get me
just
out.
one more time.
Press F to tell you what.
But there is no answer.
Oh God!
How could there possibly
What is
be?
happening in
In
front of
reality,
me?
all
I'm
he's
so
doing is pushing the
confused.
same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Do I listen to him or do I listen to the word, to the screen? Ah!
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Please die? What the fuck? Okay,
All of his co-workers were gone.
I'm gonna do everything it says. I'm gonna do everything it says
Stanley
this time.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Okay.
he had simply missed a memo.
Aye, aye, Captain. To the meeting room we go. The
When
door on the
Stanley
left.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Meeting room?
Yet
Oh,
there was
nobody's
not a
here. Blah,
single
blah, blah.
person here either.
Next.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Where's my boss?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human
Where
life.
could he be?
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Okay, we're on to something. We haven't died yet. Not having an existential crisis right now. Unless the game just restarted.
Deeper
It
into
did,
the
okay.
building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
do
It
feel a
was
bit
a stirring
peculiar.
of emotion in his chest.
That's one way to
as
put
though
it.
he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I mean...
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Mm-hmm.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Okay, and we're dead.
Farewell, Stanley,
I'm
cried
not
the
dead?
narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
God, this game is freaking me the
What
fuck out.
exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Mm-hmm. It's just like a museum of the game. Why is it counting down? Okay. Hi, Ophelia. How are you? Playing this extremely confusing game. Four major changes over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one released in May, which is literally just static. Okay. Yeah, I feel that. Alright, I don't feel like there's anything else here. Alright, so let's go back and just follow the directions. Let's begin the game again. This game is very confusing, and it's kind of making me feel a bit... it's stressing me out. Why is there no narrator now?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Now I'm just 100% gonna follow everything this dude says. That way...
Yet there was not a single person here
talk less
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Okay.
Hoping he might find
Upstairs.
enough coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm gonna walk in here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Okay, now we go this way.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let me go this way. Let me press this. So this time we don't go through the escape door. We go straight, I think, to the mind control. I don't know. This game freaks me the fuck out. And it's just the narrator. I feel like the narrator doesn't... I guess because I have headphones on, it just feels like it's like in my head. Okay, so we go this way, this way.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
This is where I just went, so I need to go this way. Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Not really.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Absolutely not.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Until
Was it
I think I've done all the endings so far besides this one. So once I finish this one, I'll probably end.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled
Why don't I
himself
try-
from
I don't trust this
someone
guy
else's
at all.
command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
That's debatable.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I beat the game. Yeah, well, he's been like, because like all the other endings of the game so far, that before you joined, were like I'll show you a quick one.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers.
So basically, if you
He
ignore
now functioned
him,
well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
it's fair right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
So it's getting,
Stanley
like,
knew it
pissed.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Let's go through the red door.
Walked... Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Oh, God.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel... No, wait. Where are you going?
I haven't done this yet.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Mm-hmm.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
This game is... It's fucking with my head. Alright, I'll stop moving. I'm waiting. Okay.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this. No. No, no. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to
Pretty
kill
much at this
yourself
point.
to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Jesus. Alright. I think that's enough I can handle it. That's as much of this game I can handle tonight. Trippy. Oops, wrong way. Oh god. That game stressed me out a little bit. That was a bit much. But it was cool. Interesting. Interesting game. I didn't see I didn't see much gameplay of it. But I did see brief parts. Is it a different wait, is the Ultra Deluxe a different game? I saw it on hold on, let me look on Steam. What? Why the fuck did I buy this one then? I'm not buying anything. Why is it on? $24.99. Oh, expanded reimagining of 20. So that game came out in 2013, the one I just played. And this one. You are not here to win. The Stanley Parable is a game that plays you. Okay. Maybe I'll have to check this out. I should be able to play it on this PC. I feel like there's definitely more to do on this game too. I'm looking at the achievements. Oops. There's a lot of me right now. If we go here. So we got this one. Quit the game to start it again. Complete the Stanley Parable. Click on door 430. 400. Wait. Click on door 435 times. Click on door 435 times. Okay. This is an achievement. Play the Stanley Parable the entire... Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. Complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes 22 seconds, not including load times. You can't jump. Seriously, you can't. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 5 years. It is impossible to get this achievement. Okay, well, that's interesting. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Very weird. Well, just for the sake of doing it, I'm gonna get this achievement really quick. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided, oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost.
How many?
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. Yeah, the voice actor for the narrator is really good. I forget his name is Kevin something. 437. Oh.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Jesus Christ. 415. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Now, back to door number 437.
I think this isn't worth it at all. Where was 437 again? Shit. No, it's not that way. Where was it?
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
How long? I feel like this is gonna be dragged out for a really long time. Wait. No. Wait.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Where the cop is over here, right? I think so.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow.
There you go.
That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley.
That was really
Nothing holds you
something.
back. Yes,
That was
I'm
an
very
experience.
proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
I mean, that's what
Really
it says. That's why I believe
What
that.
were you thinking?
I was thinking that's what the achievement said, but it's fine. What other achievements are there in this? 8. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 5 years. Under 4 minutes. All right, so what's tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm playing this. I'm gonna go live at like 8 in the morning, and I'm just gonna stream for the entirety. Oh no, I have to go live at midnight tonight, right? Oh shit. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll just do a live feed of me just sitting in the loading screen so I get that achievement. That'd be funny. I'm actually gonna do that now, by the way, just so you're aware. Yeah. All right. Well, as far as actually, well, I zoomed in. Hey guys, what's up? As far as actually streaming, I think I'm good for tonight. I need to eat some food. I do have to get up early in the morning. I possibly will leave like a 24-hour feed from midnight to midnight tomorrow. So I get that achievement. As far as, I mean, it's meant to be. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I mean, come on. I ain't planning on streaming tomorrow anyway, so I'll just like fake stream. I'll just stream me sitting in that games for that achievement. Yeah, but hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed my little setup away from my setup here, where I got out in my living room, some more chill, like, I don't know, less gamer setup, like just sort of like a regular computer. That's how I look at this. Like there's some things. I mean, right now, like I said, my mic's here, camera, all that bullshit. But I don't know. Figure the change of scenery is nice once in a while, right? Like it's nice to kind of get a little break from my little crammed dark room. It's so open out here. Like I don't feel as like claustrophobic when I'm streaming or like stressed because I just have so much more like the fan. I can't have a fan in my room because I have my heat's in my ceilings, so I can't hang anything in my ceiling. So the only place I can do that is right there. So there's a fan, and I'm constantly sweating, so it's nice to be out here with the fan. And just like the open space and like the higher ceilings. I don't know. It feels good. So I enjoyed out here. So, excuse me. I'm sure from time to time again, you'll see me stream out here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I may go live at midnight to stream that Tuesday achievement just for a meme. So if you're interested in stopping by and watching, I'm sure the narrator will say some shit probably about the achievement. So I'll possibly do that. But anyway, thanks for watching as always. Subscribe if you have Twitch Prime. It's free. And it sticks it to Amazon. Woo. Follow if you're new. Hope you guys enjoyed the Stanley Parable. We'll definitely go back in and kind of explore. Maybe when I get home tomorrow, depending on what I'm doing, actually. Maybe Wednesday. I'll dive in and we'll explore some of the other things. And then eventually I'll get the other version of it. I think that's the version I thought I was buying. And then I just bought this one. Because I think that's the one I've seen gameplay of. It was much more involved. There's a lot of like... Unless I'm just missing a bunch of stuff in this one. I honestly have no idea. But yeah. So follow, subscribe, all that bullshit. I'll be live again possibly tonight for the achievement. And then beyond that, Wednesday night I'll probably be live from my room. I want to start, well, depending, either maybe we'll do some more of this, figure out some of the other achievements and endings and stuff. And if not, I do want to do, I'm trying to set up an Elden Ring randomizer for just like a randomized playthrough, which I think would be a lot of fun. I haven't played Elden Ring in a really long time. I really want to play it. But yeah, all right, that's it for me. Have a wonderful night. Have a good day at work or school tomorrow, depending on what you're doing, or chilling at home if you're not doing anything tomorrow. And I'll see you guys Wednesday if you're free. If not, I'll be here regardless. See you later, man. Bye. Oh, I cut out before I was waving. Bye. Hope you guys like my starting and or ending scene. Really appreciate. I hope you're able to appreciate the hard work that went into this. I'm gonna play some jazz now because actually wait. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I think my friend Chase is streaming, so I'm gonna raid him. Let me check. He is. Alright, so if you don't mind staying, I'm gonna raid my friend Chase. Enjoy some jazz until that happens. Tell Chase I said hi. And I hope you guys have a great night. Enjoy your stream. He's playing some Fallout 4, I believe. It's pretty sick. So, have fun. Bye!